Hey Virgo, welcome to your April 2021 general reading. It is general, so take what resonates, leave the rest behind. A little bit may resonate with you, the whole thing, or none at all. So check your sun, moon, rising, and Venus signs, as well as your midheaven. I really like doing that personally, so just a little hint to you all if you feel like doing that. In the description box below, you'll find a way to book a one-on-one reading with me, to donate if it resonates with you, as well as a link to my tarot course, Total Tarot. But let's hop into your reading. When I was meditating on your cards, I heard something about bell ring my bell. You can ring my bell, ring my bell. So you might be like, this could be some relationship stuff, maybe some spicy goodness coming in for you. Also, it's like I got a picture of like the Three of Cups reversed, which was very interesting. So it could be someone that perhaps you used to hang out with, was maybe you were maybe once part of that community. But it's like it's maybe someone familiar, but they're coming in and there's just like this newness about them. Maybe you weren't interested in them before, but now there's like a little bit of intrigue there. And this could be relationships, this could be work as well. It could be maybe someone you used to work with before, and for some reason, like you're very passionate, creative, like you're coming together to make something happen in some form or fashion. So be open to whatever, however this shows up for you, Virgo, but that's what I got. Which is kind of funny, to be honest with you. Okay. So had to just move around a bit. Oh, I feel like it brings a lot of joy in some way. It kind of wakes you up a little bit. Perhaps you've just been really tired, worn down. Things have been rather mundane. So it's just a nice, like, fresh energy, a return of energy. Oh, excuse me. Whew. Okay. So we have the High Priestess, the World card, and the Strength. All uprights. I like to start off by pulling major arcana cards just to lay down the foundations of what's coming up for the month ahead. It's something new that I'm doing. I think it's really fun. But I think this month is all about freedom. It's all about freedom, as well as a lot of correspondence, mail, emails. Maybe you're going through some retail therapy and ordering a lot of stuff for yourself. But whatever it is, there's a lot of correspondence. There's a lot of like things kind of being sent to and fro. It could even be some type of proposal, like packaging of information that gets sent out. So whether you're starting a new business or service and just letting people know what you're available for, or it could be someone, offering you that. Like, it's all fluid. So play with the, who's who in the situation. Excuse me. Leo standing out a lot here. It could also be a Scorpio or Taurus energy that I'm feeling, maybe even a Pisces of some kind, or a Cancer or a Pisces, but I'm feeling more Pisces. You kind of know what you're holding out for, I feel like. It's almost like you kind of know what is in store for you, but are not yet sure what, like, the details, let's say. I feel like maybe you're just taking time, kind of enjoying yourself, doing the best that you can to relax and to restore your energy in some way. I feel like also for some of you, you're committing to something that you're good at, and you're moving away from something that you're also good at, but hasn't really been the best for you. It's not that it was bad. It was just like there's some aspects of it you're kind of over. And I think it's just taking a minute to recognize that. I feel like you want to shine, you want to be known for your creativity. You want to be known for your fire, because like Virgo gets a bad rap sometimes for being too practical, boring, controlling, it's just like that. But at the same time, no, Virgo is like the virgin, this maiden, it's this alluring energy that brings a sense of comfort. But I think you want to go beyond that because you've made people comfortable for too long to your own dissatisfaction or discomfort. And I feel like whatever energy is coming in, it's almost just like this wild, adventurous energy that you don't necessarily want to tame, but you want like a piece of in some way. It excites you very much. And I love that I was thinking about that Three of Cups energy. And here with the High Priestess, the World, and the Strength card, we have three women. Three female figures, which is usually what's depicted on the Three of Cups. And it's so interesting because so it can represent different people in your life or just the journey of you, right? Kind of like before you were this high priestess, like really interested in things, but not necessarily getting out there. Kind of like people wondering about you in some way because you were still trying to figure out some things yourself. And then this world card, it's like when you're rest and you're holding space and you're just trying to call something in because you're ready for a beginning, but it's not there yet. It's kind of just like calling in opportunities, looking out for different opportunities. And then the strength card is like you getting ready and getting set to make something happen, to participate, to show up, to show off. Yeah, and that feels really good. Kind of like putting a leg out there in some way. Uh, Interesting. It's almost like someone holding like the side of like a chair or something, like holding it, perhaps like in a rocking chair or like a nice chair of some sort, but like holding it down. I don't know. I don't know why that's coming up. That image is coming up, but let's go a bit deeper here. So at the bottom of the deck, we had the Wheel of Fortune reversed. So maybe have felt maybe like there's no chance for anything new to show up for you. You're really hoping for some type of turning point, some type of newness to be offered. You might have felt a lot of disappointment. You feel disappointed in some way. And then we have the Death card showing up, which is like, all that is being asked of you is to just surrender, to make some changes. There's some things that maybe you've been resisting doing that are really necessary to your growth and to this new chapter. I feel like it's like you got to start getting moving in some way, shape, or form. You got to just like muster up the confidence to allow something to happen, allow something to take shape. It's like maybe your emotions have just really been making it difficult for you to commit or make a decision on something. It could also be like you've been invested in some way in something and you don't really want to let that go, is one thing that I'm getting here. Oh, sorry, I keep yawning. My gosh. Okay. So let me just like kind of sit with these cards again for a moment. See what wants to come up. Flights of fancy is kind of what comes up. It's like you could be daydreaming a lot, or maybe someone's promising you things and they're just not, they're coming a little bit short. And it's like I'm seeing an elephant. It's like an elephant never forgets, right? I think it's a thing where you kind of forgive but never really forget here. And it's like without this forgiveness, like things can never really open up again in the way that you want them to. I feel like either you or someone else is a little bit of a control freak to a certain degree, or like is very particular in some way, shape, or form. So whatever these flights of fancy are, they're not really possible due to some type of very particular, meticulous type of energy. All right, so let me pull some more cards here and see what we've got. We have negotiation with the High Priestess here. This This is Jupiter and Libra energy. Oh, excuse me. So I feel like it's important. Make sure you're drinking like enough water. I'm going to drink some water right now because I'm feeling a little fatigued during this reading, Virgo. And I do apologize. I do apologize about that. You may be angry about some things. Some of you are probably wanting to like move away, maybe to a small town or something. It's like a kind of like a small, like in this card, it's like a little small desert town. Maybe you're just worried you won't have access to all the same things that you have here, right? But maybe part of it is you building that, right? And that's like negotiation. It's like you don't get everything, but you get enough in order to expand upon it, in order to make more, right? And so it's like, where do you think you believe you can build, and what do you need in order to do so, right? Okay. Let's see. You know, maybe it's a place or a person that you haven't really invested in emotionally, and that could be part of it as well. Here we have birth, but this came out in the reverse, so I will read it like that. And with the World card, it's like, yeah, you've been holding on to a situation that needs some type of rebirth, or like nothing has really come to fruition from it in some way, shape, or form. It's almost because it's like they're on a screw. It's like they maybe like screwed, feeling screwed in some way. I don't know. Also, it's like something about medication. Something about medication too is like coming up here. And it's like, maybe you deal with someone who has some type of, maybe bipolar or something like that. I know like it could be any number of things, but someone having to take medication because there's some level of like grandiose or something, just like very emphatic but unstable energy that comes across. That could be a little exhausting maybe at times. And then we have the card Principle coming out with the Strength card here. Whew. And this is Jupiter and Sagittarius energy. Yeah. So with the Strength card and with this, the Principle, it's like, where do you feel most comfortable? Where's your integrity at? I feel something about a train. Something about a train here. Maybe needing to catch a train. Maybe needing to. It's like the train's leaving the station. Even is something that can come up here. But I feel like someone may be missing an opportunity here. It could be you or this other person. And it's time to start searching for something else. I feel like, yeah. Like not being tied down in some way, shape, or form. Let's see. It's like there's part of this that feels like in a way could be a little vindictive, but not really. I feel like there's a little bit of pride mixed in here somehow. Something's like something that might have been taken a little bit personally, perhaps. Let's see. It's like getting like nothing pales in comparison. Which is interesting. I don't know why that popped into my head. Reasonably like reactive, unreasonably reactive. Okay, so the next cards we have the Hierophant reverse, the Two of Wands reversed, and the Ace of Swords reversed. I feel like, you know, there may be some type of what seems to be some type of brash decision that maybe you're confused about, or it could be maybe someone who's been a little restless and you've been sitting there figuring your stuff out and they're just ready to go, and maybe they make a decision or say something that's just a little and it feels a little unstable. It's like, you know, there's something else going on, but you're not quite sure how to assess it. And it kind of fries you a little bit. And I feel like it makes you want to get away in some capacity, and maybe build elsewhere. Or maybe someone it has some type of interesting like pipe dream. It feels like a pipe dream of some sort. They feel called to do something, and they're wanting some type of support. It could be you or this other person. But I feel like someone's not really taking, like, someone's mind's already made up because they're not really paying attention or listening to what's going on here. And thus we have this Ace of Swords in reversed energy, the need to rethink things, or maybe to offer a little bit more clarity. There's some type of thing about clarity really needing to be established here. I feel like someone feels a little bit misplaced or out of their depth right now. And so just doing the best to kind of relieve some of that possibly. But I feel like it's been a long time coming in some way, shape, or form. It's interesting we get the Strength card reversed at the end of this. So yeah, it's maybe someone is grasping for some type of excitement or power. They've been bored and they're just kind of, they could be being a little bit risky in some way, shape, or form, and exhibiting some behaviors that maybe you're just like, oh, are you maybe doing it? So be careful. And then we have this Queen of Wands, but there's something in it. I feel like there's something in it here, but I think it's a matter of like not being impulsive and knowing what you're building, right? I feel like there's something about you can't quite move there quite yet. It's time to build a solid foundation first, and maybe that's where that's what could have been happening during this waiting period or holding period that we talked about earlier. But that just wasn't the case. That just wasn't the case. There might have been some issues around having to move or change location to some degree, something that created some type of sidestep, like kind of loss of focus. It like took someone's focus away in this instance. Interesting. We have the Fool card and the Ace of Cups jumped out. So there's some new beginning like on the horizon for sure with this Fool card and the Ace of Cups, but there's a need to sacrifice something and a need to establish some sense of like loyalty or trust. Not trying to, don't hold on to so many things. Like that whole forgive and forget energy, we've got to kind of work on that. I think there was forgiveness without forgetting, or vice versa. Yeah. Whew. Maybe there's some type of dirty laundry that needs to be aired out, someone needing to kind of clean up their act in some way. Or maybe even just like doing a little bit of spring cleaning helps kind of move some stuff around. I don't know, but that's just what I'm getting, Virgo. If you would like to book a one-on-one session with me, just go in the description box below. And feel free to like, subscribe, and comment. Thank you so much for your time, and I'll see you in a few weeks. Bye.